Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use RIT Color Remover to lighten or remove color from fabrics. I'm using a patterned fabric. I saw tutorials mostly using solid fabrics and lightening them completely. However, I had this pink and orange patterned dress that I just didn't love the color of, and I wanted to experiment using RIT Color Remover to lighten it up to a white base with lighter stripes. So I will show you the process of how I did that and how you can lighten or completely remove color from patterned fabrics. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get started. First, I will cover all of the supplies used for this process if you're going to be trying this out yourself. So we'll need a big pot to boil the water in. I'm using a 20-quart stainless steel pot. Whatever pot you may use for this project, keep in mind that once toxic chemicals touch the pot, you'll not want to use it for food in the future. Next, we have the RIT Color Remover powder. The instructions are on the inside of the box. Then, following instructions from the RIT remover, they recommend using rubber gloves and having some sort of temperature tool. And of course, I have the dress that I will be removing color from. To get started, I filled my pot a little over halfway full of water. The directions didn't specify an amount of water, it just said your fabric needs to move freely in it. Then I turned on my burner to get the water heating. The directions said the best temperature is just before boiling. That would be a little over 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Once your water gets to the right temperature, you want to add the RIT dye and stir it in. Make sure you have some ventilation going, and then I poured it in and stirred, making sure not to breathe any of those chemicals in. Next, I added my dress and quickly stirred it in with the hot water and the RIT dye remover. I set my timer for about 10 minutes. The max amount of time you are supposed to leave your clothes in is 20 minutes, but that would be to completely remove color. I wanted to leave a little bit of color, so I was thinking half that time would be good. Then you're supposed to keep stirring throughout the time and move the fabric around so that it gets an even amount of remover all around. At about 7 minutes into mixing the dress, I thought the color looked pretty good to me. It was a light yellow already, and I didn't want to risk leaving it in longer and having all the color be removed. So I pulled it from the hot water and moved it to the sink to get rinsed. You're supposed to rinse it with warm water and then again with cold. I didn't have warm water prepared, so it went right into the cold, and that didn't seem to have any issues. After you rinse it, you're supposed to wash the clothes by hand with detergent or in the laundry. So I put it in for a light wash and hung the dress to dry. And here is the final result after drying the dress. As you can see, after 7 minutes of the RIT Color Remover, it removed all of the pink base and it left some light yellow stripes, which is exactly the look I was going for. I'm sure that if I left it up to 20 minutes, that all the stripes would have been removed. A side note about RIT Color Remover is that it does not work for the threads or the stitching. So you can see I still have this orange stitching in the lining and in the waist, which I don't mind. It's not very noticeable, but it is something to keep in mind if you are removing the color of a fabric in hopes of dyeing it a new color. You will be left with whatever color remains in those threads. Alright, so this was my tutorial of how to remove or lighten the color using RIT dye remover from a patterned fabric. I hope that it was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more tutorials. Thank you.